Hello and welcome to the second round. We had the mulligan first hand, 5 lands and crap. I'm gonna keep this like this is a monster after a mulligan. Senses Divinely Top, Night's Whispers, Una's Prowler. They're all pretty good. Opponent can't have a counter here, so that's about that. Night's Whisper is pretty good for Night's Whisper is pretty good to unmulligan, especially against the green deck. So on his end step, I don't want to do anything. Drawing a land is actually fine. I think any draw here is fine so far. Drawing Gristerbrand is still okay because of Una's Prowler. We probably want to top on our upkeep. Nah, I think our plan is pretty straightforward. Just play Una's Prowler and, well, maybe we do want to stop on our upkeep now. Let's look at the top 3 and see what we get. So there's a Mystical Tutor, Fairy Conclave. I think we want to draw the Mystical Tutor, followed by the Swamp to be able to cast. Ah, no, that's wrong. Like drawing the Mystical is fine, but followed by the Swamp is wrong because we want to be able to cast Glenlundra and immediately have it up. He has a counter here. Wow, SM Scatter. Okay. It's okay, it's not a big deal. Like we can even swap the top and get the Fairy Conclave if we want, like that. If he keeps up his mana here, I think I just top again during my upkeep and actually get the Fairy Conclave instead. So let's look at the top 3. Cryptic Command is a nice draw. So get the Fairy Conclave, play it, pass the turn. So he has to have some counters. He seems to be 3-color control. So Nezumi Grave Robber is definitely gonna come in. What's this? Kiora. So we can't get rid of the Gristerbrand out of our hand. We have no Force of Will either. I'm not sure if we can Mystical Tutor for anything here. So let's just look at the top 3 again. I think we get the Swamp followed by the Cryptic Command. We can also get the Grave Robber and just immediately flip it. I think that's better. Oh, he gave it up. He killed his own creature. He killed Kiora thanks to Fairy Conclave. Oh man, this is awesome. What a mistake. Like, it seems unlikely that it has an answer against Fairy Conclave here. So we're gonna get a land here. We're just gonna get both again. Like, we want to run out the Grave Robber here as well, I think. So we draw cards, make this a creature. Wow, how did he mess that up? How on earth did he mess that up? Begin combat. Attack Kiora, die. There has to be a reason why he does that, so I am gonna play around Force Spike here. Seems a bit weird, but I think he's gonna have it more often than not. Like, there has to be a reason he minuses this, right? Because that is a weird play. He does nothing anymore here. So let's look at the top 3 again. Bait out the counter with Baleful Strix. Do we bait out the counter No, I don't think we do. We just cast the Baleful Strix, I think. So upkeep, don't do anything. Baleful Strix. Really? You're gonna counter a Baleful Strix? I'm Mystic Snake. That's okay. In this case, we're just gonna run out the Grave Robber then. So draw cards, play Grave Robber, and that resolves. So Grave Robber is gonna swap pretty soon, and then we can keep on getting back Baleful Strixes. How much does it cost? 4. But I mean, being able to keep on casting Baleful Strix seems pretty good. So you want to cast top, and then if he counters it in response, swap twice or something. Man, always the goddamn same. Like I decided not to go for Glen Narendra, and then he top decks Entreat Angels for what? 2 tokens? 4 tokens? Yeah. There's no need to concede yet because we do have outs. Because we can Mystical Tutor. We can Mystical Tutor for the Living End. In which case I don't want to kill the Mystic Snake yet. It doesn't really matter, does it? So declare blockers, we just block here. We take 16 damage then. Our top card is a top, so we want to draw and play that. Look at the top cards, because we want to have some information about it. There's Cryptic Command, which is obviously fine card. I do think we get a Swamp with the top. We still don't have 3 islands, so but I mean we swap top, then Mystical for Living End, which gets back Nezumi Grave Robber and Una and Baleful Strix. Just gotta hope this guy doesn't have another counter. Like it's possible he has one, but it's possible he doesn't. And we have to hope for the latter. Like I have plenty of counters, right? I have Hinder, Counterspell, Cryptic Command, and Force of Will. What are the odds of my opponent having more counters again? Yeah, please step out for some big creature or something. You may put a non-land card. Okay. So he may put like Awakening Zone into play or other wastes. Still think I get the Swamp. Because I want to play around days then. Damn chat, at least do it correctly here. I'm recording. Okay, screen looks fine. Always double checking now, god damn it. 2 full queue drafts. You may put on, so he may do it, right? Yeah, he may do it. Click OK. Oh, I have to continue. Did not realize it was on me. So he goes for Journey to Nowhere. That's pretty odd. Okay. Does not realize how his cards work or something. So we're obviously only at 2 life, which is a bit risky, but I mean we do have these. So that's pretty solid. We can yeah. Okay, and okay. So end of turn, we draw a card. We Mystical Tutor. For Living Dead, we draw our cards, play a Swamp, play Living Dead, get a bunch of creatures back, draw another card, which is Inquisition, which you could have cast, maybe. But Baleful Strix is pretty good here. So we have 3 creatures to block. We have Inquisition next turn, plus Glenelendra to start stopping things. We also have Grave Robber to start dumping his graveyard and start reanimating stuff like our Baleful Strix. If he attacks here, what do? I think I block with Baleful Strix, right? Now let's block with the Prowler. See if he discards cards, that would be fine. But Baleful Strix kills like any creature he has, compared to Una, which was just straight with this one. We can kill 3 creatures, which isn't gonna be enough. How many of those crap cards does this guy have? So we Inquisition. Check out what he has. Supreme Verdict and Academic Rector. That's pretty bizarre. So okay. Not much we can do about that. And then just play Glenelendra. We're basically just hoping to draw more, draw land again, so we can actually play Griselbrand. In that case, he's forced to Supreme Verdict. Here we are forced to block the Decree of Justice. Want to... Which enchantment can this guy get? So... Declare blockers, this and this. Okay. If we didn't tap out... If we didn't play the Inquisition, we could have Fairy Conclave and killed this one as well. So maybe... So we want Mystic Snake on, I think. That's a pretty good one. So we're at 7 mana. So in this case, he's forced to Supreme Verdict, get rid of his own mana base. Let's just hope he doesn't have Future Sight in his deck, right? So we attack with this one, just to have the damage in there. He has to Supreme Verdict, I think. I don't see him not Supreme Verdicting here. Because Griselbrand is just gonna wreck his face. Else-wise. Like if he has a remove for the Griselbrand now, he wins. But yeah, I saw his hand. Seems more likely that he's just gonna Supreme Verdict. Academy Rector triggers. What did we see of his deck in Treat? See, this is weird, right? So we saw Awakening Zone already. If those are the only cards this guy can get, that's pretty good for me. We can him here. Get his last card out of his hand, which was a plane. Make this a creature. Smash his face. So we're both just drawing cards, hoping to get there. Let's just see who draws the best card first, right? I already used my Griselbrand, so I don't really have much behind. The fact that he isn't doing anything here is pretty good for me. Spellskite is a decent card because it is a blocker. And it protects this card as well. So... Begin combat, attack with Fairy Conclave, bring him down to 13. We're both into top deck mode, which is a bit annoying. But he already used like 2 really big four really big cards of him, like Genesis Hydra, Entreaty Angels, Decree of Justice, and Kiora. Like all of those has to be his end game, right? If he has more end game, that would be pretty weird. We draw a land. I'm just gonna play it. I know it seems weird to be playing lands just blindly and not keeping them in your hand, but there's no reason to keep them in my hand here. Like, you are gonna draw some lands. Not casting them usually is better, but I don't think this guy is a guy that's like, oh my god, he has a card, he might be a card spell, I'm gonna play around. Nah, he's been playing pretty straightforward. He's not that kind of guy. I might as well play that land. If I draw a land next turn, I'm not gonna play it, because then it's more believable, because I did play my previous land. Now here I'm not gonna animate, and that's gonna be a tell, but I mean, not keeping up cryptic commands here seems like something that would be wrong on my end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. We draw a counter spell, so let's start animating this. The problem with counterspell is, of course, that we have to use Underground River and we're only at 2. But we have some protection. We have protection from everything except Emrakul. Don't tell me this guy has Emrakul. Seeming Skyswallow, no thank you. Unreal that he has a counter here as well. Just unreal. Well, it's not over yet. We might as well play this out. But how unrealistic is it that this guy has a counter? Like, Exhume is the out, right? Exhume is the card I'm looking for. Entomb doesn't really do much. There's not much I want to Entomb for here anyway. I'm just gonna tap down all his creatures and draw a card. Why does he sacrifice Eldrazi spawns, though? Pretty weird. So tap all creatures your opponent controls, draw cards. Really? Come on, dude. That's so unrealistic. But okay. So what do we do against this guy? Getting the Zoomy Short Fang, getting Duress, getting Bloodgift Demon to draw extra cards, getting Hinder to win the counter spells, getting Force of Will to win the counter spells. Splash Freeze doesn't seem fine. What do we want out then? Spell Sky doesn't seem necessary. Inquisition is fine against this guy, right? Because it takes away his... nah, that costs 4. Sunrise Titan is good against them. Grave Robber was fine. Legacy's Lure might not be the best card. Entomb might not be the best card, like it's gonna go late anyway. Well, I do think we want Entomb. Like, Entomb Reanimate is just too strong that I have. Interesting. So maybe we don't want Sundering Titan, because late game we're just gonna hope that Griselbrand sticks for once. Do we have a lot of late game then, though? I don't think we need that. So it does have Supreme Verdict, which is the only card. Maybe we want it. No, I don't think we do. The problem is nothing is gonna beat the Simic Sky Swallow outside of Griselbrand, but that's always the case. Like, I just don't have enough outs against that. Still need to cut a single card and I have like 50 seconds. I think Baleful Strix is obviously good enough because that also stops the card. Grave Robber, I think it's good enough. Let's cut Mystical Tutor. Now that actually saved me. Yeah, let's cut the Grave Robber and submit. Maybe I run too many counters now, I'm not sure. And that's another mulligan. And this is a keep. Night's Whispers, Glenlendra. So that's like our third mulligan against this guy. If he has like a Monetite here, or was it my previous round opponent, or 4 Spike even, it's gonna be pretty annoying. That's a nice draw, to be honest, because it allows us to discard Griselbrand. So it doesn't have it, thank God. So there's another land. Maybe he has a counter for the Una, but that's fine. I'm gonna let it resolve. I wanna fight over other things. Actually, I wanna draw lands. Like, how realistic is it for me to actually draw some lands? If he goes for removal on the Una, do I discard Griselbrand? I think I do. He did notice that we have like some reanimation, so he might have sideboarding Graveyard Hate, so maybe discarding the Griselbrand end of turn isn't the correct play. Only do it in response to removal. Do already have fast clock here actually. If you don't draw land, wow, exhume. So begin combat, attack with Una, see what this guy is gonna do. Doesn't block it, so we then discard Griselbrand. Play Exhume. He can obviously discard something as well, but it's not gonna be better than a Griselbrand, is it? And if he goes for the counter, we have Force of Will back up. Obviously the Condescent, and I think Kega. Wow, he also has Condescent. So he has Condescent, Dismiss, Pact of Negation, Mystic Snake. So that's 4 counters as well. What do you mean X is sex? Just because I discarded this, X is sex? Which X? Okay, Pact of Negation can resolve. So we go to your upkeep. What now? Thought so. So that was a quick one. 2 mulligan to 6. Seeing that he has like Condescend as well, I think I actually want in the Inquisition. We actually get more time here. So let's still think about the Nazum Grave Robber then. So we have Inquisition to stop some kind of counters. I do think we want to keep in these. Maybe not a miscalculation. Like we have Inquisition, Duress, Counterspell, Hinder, Cryptic Command, Force of Will, Glenlendra to stop his plan. I think that's plenty. That I don't really need a miscalculation as well. It's a bit too much. So we don't want the Grave Robber. I think I really don't know what I want to cut for the Grave Robber, which is the main issue. So let's just run it here. We're 1-1. I think we should have this game if we like not always get these kind of hands. But it's okay, like we have top into Short Fang. If he doesn't have a counter for the Short Fang, that's gonna wreck his face. Cause Short Fang is pretty good against him. Cause he is a control deck, and having to discard a card every single turn is pretty annoying. Even for him. So since he's divining top turn 1, and then play Short Fang, hope he doesn't get countered. I'm surprised he didn't counter my Uno Sprout turn 2 with Condescend. So turn 1 Stirring Wildwoods, turn 2 Erica Waste. He might as well have the counter for Short Fang. Yeah, okay, I clicked okay. But I think I still want to run it out there. If he has a counter, he has a counter. Not gonna be playing around it. And if he doesn't have it, it's pretty annoying for him to start playing around this. Because it's just that good of a card. Planes, do you have anything here? I was thinking about playing Fairy Conclave, but I actually think I want to play lands, do the Nezumi Short Fending, and have land up to use since it's divining top. Like, it's been there, but I haven't used it yet. And if I pair Fairy Conclave, it's gonna be another turn where I don't use it. Where turn 4 I'm not gonna play the Glenlandra anyway, because I wanna run it up in the same turn. Oblivion Ring here is fine. I mean, if he Oblivion Rings something stupid as an Nezumi Short Fang. Well, something stupid isn't actually the correct term, because it is a pretty good card. We are gonna stop on my upkeep to look at the top 3. There's Exhume, which I don't actually have a use for yet. Then there's Keiga. Actually put these wrong, right? Because no, undo. So let's just draw, play Fairy Conclave here and pass the turn. If I had a play there, that would have been really great, but I don't. I do think we want to play Glenlander now turn 4 to bait down the counter spell, because Blood Gift Demon is going to be pretty good against him as well, because it's going to draw us extra cards every turn. Towering Glacier is such a bad card. Awakening Zone is fine. Yeah, Glenlander is going to resolve. And that's not going to be that great for him, so look at the top 3. Oh wow, him, huh? So maybe we just want to him. Him over Glenlandra. Yeah, seems fine. Him to Toraku. Have fun with this card. This card's in Treaty Angel and Glacial Fortress. Only has 2 cards in hand. One of his lands is pretty useless, so he only has 3 lands, so he's probably stuck on lands as well. And, well, that seems unlikely, seeing that he played Towering Glaciers over Glacial Fortress. Maybe he has 2 mana lands in hand then? Yeah, he probably has 2 mana lands in hand then. I still think I run out Glenlandra over Blood Gift Demon then. Because being able to protect Blood Gift Demon with Glenlandra seems pretty strong. Using Tower Glaciers already. Can you not do this at the beginning of the next cleanup step? I would do this at the end of my turn. At least then you get 2 uses out of it. Yeah, right? At the beginning of the next cleanup step. Oh, cleanup! Yeah, you can't actually do that with the cleanup. Never mind. I was like end step thinking. Ah, goddammit, Turberg. I hate you. So here, I think I want to draw the Keiga, followed by the Swamp. Don't really want to reshuffle them yet with the Bat River. So draw a card, which is a Keiga. We knew about that. Play Glenlandra. It doesn't have the counter for it, so now we can actually counter stuff like Decree. Although Decree is usually going to be cycled here, but even then, having Glenlandra to protect my Blood Gift Demon next turn is pretty strong. Floodplains, yeah, it seems to to have had too many lands. There's no reason to top end of turn. I'm just not gonna. Let's see what it does here. Academic Rector can resolve. And it's even gonna be attacking me, which I'm fine with, because else it's gonna get a Journey to Nowhere and don't want that to resolve on me. So let's attack first. Like, we have a faster clock than him with his Academic Rector. Our creatures are flyers, so that doesn't really matter either. And then we play Bloodgift Demon. And we're gonna be drawing extra cards. Still want to stop on our upkeep to look at the top cards. I think we are gonna draw the Bad River and then do something. But the Academic Rector is gonna swing in and I'm just gonna let it resolve. Like, why on earth would I ever block when I know he has Journey to Nowhere? So one of his cards is Towering Glaciers. No clue what he's tapping the floodplain for like that. Oh yeah, he can do that with Urborg. Got it. I'm like, how on earth does he do that? But he can do it with Urborg. Because it's for everyone. So he's probably gonna use Supreme Verdict here. No, it's not. Hydra? That would make sense. He probably... Doesn't it cost double green? So he just doesn't have the green for it? This has to be Supreme Verdict. It's not though. He's really gonna cast Decree of Justice into... Really, dude, you know, there's this card that just says counter targets non-creature spell. It's pretty good against non-creature spells. I know it sounds odd, but it really is. So yeah, there's that. So let's think about this. Do we want to draw the Bad River? I think we do. I think we do want to have a shuffle effect. Having the extra mana this turn isn't going to be that relevant. We do have him on a 3-turn clock. So we are going to draw a card from this first. Oh yeah, I have to put it on stack. So we draw a card. And then we look at the top 3 with the Urborg. And then we draw the Crypto command, followed by Belfast Strix. Okay. So we play the Bad River, swing in. So he only has 2 cards, which we know one of his Towering Glaciers. So he's drawing pretty thin here. I think his best card has to be Supreme Verdict. In which case I can just exhume and get back my Bloodgift Demon. It's pretty uneventful match here. Like, game 1 was like, oh my god, how does he have all of this? But then right now I'm like, okay, whatever, doesn't really matter. So look at the top 3. I do think we want the island, and probably not the Balefell Strix. Or maybe we do, I'm not sure. Yeah, we want the islands just to be able to Crypto command and Glenlandra. It's not really that true because we have the Bad River, but I'm not sure about the Baleful Strix. Let's just draw it though. Begin combat. deck. Like, this is basically a wasted draw step, I think. Because the land doesn't really make that huge of a difference. Neither does the Baleful Strix. But we're just reloading our hand here a little bit. And we still have the Bat River, just in case our next three are bad. We have the Cryptic Commands, the Glenlandra. It seems very unlikely that my opponent is going to win this here, especially if he just draws lands himself. Like, Fairy Conclave is lethal, so I'm gonna use Glenlandra on some kind of X spell. This card is so good, right? Yeah, in Commander it's really good. It was good in every format. This was legal in as well, I think. Like, extended. I think it was still extended back then. This card was pretty good as well. So this is a pretty big spell. Probably a Decree of Justice or something, I don't know. Iona. So this game is over. Because it doesn't matter if he has a counter spell, because we can just Fairy Conclave it. So yeah, we go 1-1, and I'll see you guys for the last round.